say I ain't no good, and I'm crazy as a loon. Because I shave my head in the morning, pick guitar in the afternoon. Just like old Chief and Charlie, I like to lay around in the shade. Well, I ain't got no money, but you better believe I got it made. 'Cause I ain't asking nobody for nothing if I can't get it on my own. If you don't like the way I'm living, just leave this bald-headed country boy alone.
A good buddy to the show decided to sponsor this month DPF Alternatives at 314 Garrison Road in Macon, Georgia. You can find this good old boy on Facebook at DPF Alternatives, Macon, Georgia. They service diesel vehicles, semis, pickup, tractors, heavy equipment, anything that uses diesel. They clean all emission systems and diesels, and they give you a 1-year warranty. They also sell aftermarket filters, offer 24-hour service. Look, my dad recently, this is how we got hooked up with these guys. My dad recently had to take his truck somewhere to get it serviced, and the guys over at DPF hooked us up, and we come to find out that he listened to the show because his sister had been on the show a lot. So pretty much like family now. So if your diesel needs its emission system cleaned or serviced, I'm telling you, go check out my guys over at DFP in Macon, Georgia. You can call them now at 478-973-8502.
Tell them you heard their ad on the Josh Terry podcast and get $50 off. DPF Alternatives, Macon, Georgia.
Shout out to my boys over at Deep South Chemical. A couple weeks ago, they heard the ad on the podcast, and they sent me over some of the stuff that they sell. Some chemicals that you wash your vehicles with, some degreasers, some tire shine, some waxes, all that good stuff. And let me tell you, folks, their stuff isn't like the shit you get at Walmart. This isn't like the shit you get from O'Reilly's. They gave me this stuff for my tires and rims, and all I had to do was spray it on and wipe it off. I didn't have to scrub. I didn't have to break my damn back. Their stuff literally was so good, I just had to wipe it off. I know I would have used these guys again even if they wouldn't have sponsored the show. So it tickled me when they decided to do it this month. So I need you guys to please go look up Deep South Chemical. Call them today. They'll ship the stuff to you. Their phone number is 404-909-4257. That's Deep South Chemical. Tell Mr. Scott that Josh Terry sent you. Let me tell y'all about Blue Collar Alliance. Yeah, I need y'all to go look it up on Facebook right now. It is a great group on Facebook, and it's way more than that. My buddy, Bubba Malbrew, is helping out blue-collar workers left and right. He also has a roofing company. Just go look it up if you don't mind. Blue Collar Alliance. One of the artists that I would really like for y'all to take a look at is my guy, Mark Ware. Mark was in here a couple weeks ago. He tells his story. You guys need to go listen to that episode. Also, go follow all of his social media. Mark Ware Music on everything. Dude is solid. He's a good friend of the show. He'll be playing a Writers Round with us coming up May the 24th up in Nashville. Go look him up now. Mark Ware Music. Let me tell you about my girl, Miss Erica, with Crooked W Consulting. She has a small marketing and design agency out of North Carolina. She offers small, affordable business solutions that tailor your business and startups nationwide. She's currently doing my new website. I'm telling you, folks, you need to let her do yours. She's doing us a jam-up job. She also offers digital marketing, graphic design, and social media management. If I'm using her here at the studio, there ain't no reason why your small business shouldn't. Look her up on Facebook and Instagram at Crooked W Consulting, or text her now at 919-351-2084. Crooked W Consulting. Hit up Miss Erica now. You won't be disappointed. Let's give a quick shout out to Nobles Networking. Guys, if you're looking for a new internet provider, they hook me up here at the studio and at my house. If you live out in the country and you can't find nowhere else where to get your internet, or you're paying too much for Hargrave or any of that other shit, look up Nobles Networking. 478-308-0596. You are going to love it. I'm telling you, it works great for me. It runs everything here at the studio in my house perfectly. Hit up Nobles Networking. Let me tell you about Lori's Dive-In in Alamo, Georgia. I ran her ad several times now. She's been with me since I started doing this stuff. Even if it's not convenient for you, take some time, go out of your way, and go eat there. I promise you won't be disappointed. She takes pride in her staff, her food, her service, every single aspect. So, please go check out Lori's Dive-In in Alamo, Georgia at 18 Commerce Street, Alamo, Georgia. Phone number there is 912-568-1945. Lori's Dive-In. If you've seen me wearing hats lately that's got DYH on it, it stands for Down Yonder Hat Co. Seth Bazemore, a buddy of mine, he owns that company, and he has sent me some of their hats. Let me tell you, I love them. I've worn them in a lot of my stuff lately, and I plan on wearing them a lot more. I've showed them to some of my friends. He has a startup business, and I'm telling you guys, you would absolutely love them. So do me a favor. Go right now to his Instagram at Down Yonder Hat Co. Check them out. They also have a website, downyonderhatco.com. Order some stuff from them and tag them on Instagram. And when you do, make sure when you make the post, you say that you heard about the hats and Down Yonder right here on the Josh Terry Podcast. Now, let's get to the show. All right, folks, thank y'all for tuning in to the Josh Terry Podcast. If you can't tell, we're already having fun here at Raising Grace Studios. I think I'm going to get a chance to introduce you guys to some folks that you might not have heard yet. But the first time I heard them at Cashman's Pub, shout out to my guy, Ron, who's also a sponsor of this show. Thank you, brother, for that. I was blown away because I hadn't seen y'all or heard y'all yet. And these folks that are listening to y'all now are going to be blown away. So I'd like to introduce y'all to the Bozwellz.
The Bozwellz with Z's.
Do what?
I said with
With
Z's.
Z's.
We always have
Did I
to
say
tell
it wrong?
people. No, you said it
You
right.
said it
Oh,
right.
you scared the shit out of me.
No.
I'm notorious for saying people's names wrong. I'm notorious for it.
No.
I did a whole show with this dude one time. His name was Gray. Legit. Called him Gary the whole fucking time.
He never corrected you.
Oh, he was just as nice as he could be.
Switch those letters.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm dyslexic anyway, but
Yeah.
I'm just stupid as fuck too. So it just didn't hit me that somebody's name would actually be Gray.
Now
That's
we go
great.
everywhere, and everywhere we're promoting they always put S's.
They put S's?
Yeah.
Because,
like, I
you know,
can't
that's
do
how
it.
you're supposed to spell it. Boswells. But because we needed the domain name and we needed to,
Yeah.
you know, protect ourselves, said, nobody has Z's. Let's do Z's.
And
I
I want
like
to be
the Z's.
fancy. Why can't I just be fancy?
I'm going to say the Z's and anything are always cool.
I'd like to say it was a marketing strategy, but it was just a domain strategy.
I like the honesty. If I have so many times put something on social media, somebody be like, you know you misspelled that, right? And I'm like, no, I didn't. I just did it the cool way.
Right?
That's
Little
right.
do they know I'm stupid.
Yeah, and dyslexic.
Spell.
Never say you did it on purpose.
No.
You move the R and the A, Gray becomes
There you
Gary.
go.
I got it.
Well, introduce yourselves to everybody real fast and drop your social media handles to start off with so they can go look you up.
All right. Well, I'm Shayna Boswell, and I'm the wife of the amazing Dwayne Boswell here.
Okay, I'm Dwayne Boswell, and social media is everything at Dwayne Boswell, or is it at Dwayne Boswell? I don't even know. That's pretty sad. You can
No.
find
It's
me.
not. I swear to God, nobody knows their social media handles.
Everything is at the Boswells.
Oh, yeah, just us. Who cares? You said drop your social.
Well, I meant
introduce
like-
ourselves and personal. Don't go to my personal page because I'm never there, and you won't. I'm not being mean to you, but I'm not there, and I'm not going to respond to you.
Well,
I'm at the
y'all can come
Boswells.
talk to me.
Shay Boz Music. Shay Boz, SHABOZ, music with a K. Come holla at your girl.
You're giving these people way too much information. I can already tell they're like, what the heck? We're at the Bozwellz. BOZWELLZ.
For a married couple, doesn't like y'all have fun at all. It looks like you're fucking miserable. Y'all seem like y'all are best friends.
We are.
Definitely.
Cool.
Absolutely.
That's cool. I didn't realize until, and I guess I should have got it from the name when I saw y'all Cashmans. But I remember Ron being like, because I asked who y'all were, and he was like, the Bozwellz. And I was like, okay, that's cool. What's that mean? And he was like, no, dumbass, they're married. And I was like, this makes even more sense now.
There you go.
This makes it 10 times better.
You have no idea how many people ask us that, though. They don't get it. They're
Well-
like, why did you choose that name? It's because it's our name.
I thought that like y'all just went to like Boswell High School or some shit, and that's where y'all met.
The Fighting Boswellz.
Yeah, y'all were just in the band, and you were like, let's do this. You know?
Marching band.
How did y'all meet? Were y'all already both in music before? Or did y'all
We
develop
met
that
in the
together?
marching band at Boswell High School.
Yes.
Woo!
I walked right into that son of a bitch.
You set it up good.
Wow.
No, we actually met at an open mic
No shit.
in Macon,
Yeah.
Georgia.
At the Hummingbird.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, shout out to Hummingbird. Thank you for letting me do shows there. I very much appreciate it. I used to hate the Hummingbird. Swear. I used to never want to go in there. And now I really enjoy it. I don't know what it is. I think I used to be the problem.
You think?
I don't like hipsters. I have a problem. I was explaining this to somebody the other day. I like cowboys. I like hippies, but I don't like hipsters. And they were like, well, what's a hipster? And I was like, the only difference is hipsters do stuff because everybody else is doing it and they think it's cool. Cowboys or hippies do it because they want to.
Yeah.
And that's what I always used to feel like at the Hummingbird when I walked in there. It'd just be like, this is nothing but fucking hipsters.
Has
Like,
it changed?
Yeah, it's pretty cool now.
Yeah.
That's why they wanted to do the honky tonk nights with me.
Oh, okay. I didn't see. We don't know much about what's going on around here. 'cause
Okay,
we're never home.
So a couple of months ago, Lisa Williams, who's running their stuff now, reached out to me, and there were several bars that had asked me to do stuff with them, and I'm hesitant in doing it because I'm an asshole, but I'm like the friendly type of asshole. I just know what works for my brand and what works for me and what doesn't.
Yeah.
So like, I'm not going to sit here with you guys and be fake or anything, and then as soon as we leave, not like endorse y'all and be like, they were fucking awesome. I'm not going to have people I don't like their music or their talent on my show just because they're popular or whatever. They have a social media following. If you do something with me, it's because I generally like what you do. And there were some places, not going to name names, that were like, hey, we want you to do this. We want to host stuff, but these are the artists that we've already got lined up. And I'd be like, I'm good. I'm good. Like, I don't need
That's fair.
I don't need a free
Yeah.
bar tab like
That's
that
fair.
bad. Like,
No,
I'll
life's too
go
short.
listen to what I want to. And well, you two probably know better than anybody that when somebody says a Nashville talent or a Nashville artist, yeah, there's a big spectrum right there of what a Nashville artist is or the quality. You guys, even though y'all aren't in Nashville, you guys are better than 90% of some of the folks that are unsigned artists that I've seen. Like, that's how much I enjoyed listening to y'all.
Thank you.
And it's ridiculous to me that there's a talent like this around here and that y'all play up the coast and everything. Like, y'all have shows. But, like, why aren't the bars here being like, if we've got an open date or whatever in 3 or 4 months, let's reach out to them because of the talent level. Like, y'all are so good. But there's more folks like that around here, but then they want to book somebody that's trash, but they're going to do it for $200.
I think I think it's all a financial thing, and
For sure.
one thing we found is we go places that can afford us,
Yeah.
and that we can work a lot. Quite frankly, around, if you're not in a tourist area or a big city, you can work 2 days a week,
Yeah.
Friday and Saturday, And no full-time musician can sustain themselves on that, especially when everybody's cutting each other in the throat with the money situation. So we just made a decision we were going to be touring artists and just travel and go where the money was and go where the people are and stay big cities and tourist areas. And we don't play at home for that reason. Everybody goes, why don't you play at home? Then we book something at home and nobody comes. So we're like, let's not even worry
We
about
are
it.
I am a huge. It's not definitely not fan. I'm an asshole when it comes to this. Your hometown, my hometown is 20 minutes that way, Eastman, Georgia. And most of the shows I do are in Macon that are local. I understand folks not coming to support you in Nashville because it's so far. Right. But I got friends. I got folks that you're just like, they like every post you put up or whatever. I ain't seen them in a fucking bar yet.
That's the way it is.
I ain't seen them in an event yet. Your hometown, I almost feel like if you're doing something different than them, they want to see you fail. They low key want to be like, I told you so.
Most people just don't. It's hard to get your home. Jesus couldn't do miracles in his hometown. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
I ain't never heard that.
You know what I'm saying?
They hit home, didn't it? Ow.
Oh shit!
So you know what I'm
copyrighted that shit because I am stealing it.
You could take it. It's in the Bible. But seriously, it goes way back. People they say, "Oh, isn't that the carpenter's son from over here?" And Joker's doing miracles all over the freaking place. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I get why people don't do it because you're common to them. We went to high school with you, or we know you live where we live. We'll catch you next time.
You're doing the nice version of this. I just think that they're fucking jealous. And there's no reason to be jealous, though.
We're not doing what we don't go to the hospital and mess with
I'm probably more jealous of their bank account than they are of my life.
Can I get a surgeon's bank account?
You ain't lying. Like, I'm real proud of you for what you're doing. I'd like to have your money, please, if you don't mind, because being a dreamer don't pay the bills half the damn time.
Come on,
man.
I hear you. I just choose to, just take the high road and say, we're not going to play here.
Yeah.
So that's just easier for me to just not deal with it. And I've had a lot of people tell me that throughout my life, people who've been successful in music who live here and come from here, they all say the exact same thing. Why don't waste your time playing here? They're not going to got to go and build your following somewhere else. You don't want to be known as a local artist. Don't play locally. So,
to me, I still have enough petty in me though that I'm waiting till that day to where the show's doing well, but when it gets to a point to where I've got fuck you money or however you want to say it, if I ever get that, I'm throwing a parade in my hometown. I'll be damned. My fat ass is riding up and down Main Street, sitting on the back of Camaro with some badass playmates on each arm, and I'm gonna throw out candy to each one of the son of a bitches that says I wasn't ever gonna make it, and every float is gonna be something in honor of me. I refuse. No, I just, and I get. To me, I wish that it was your hometown that supported you the most instead of complete strangers.
I wished it was too, but it's just not that way, and it's never been that way, and it's never going to be that way. So why lose sleep over it? And I kind of enjoy coming home and be able to go to the grocery store and don't worry about it. I can chill. I can, sometimes we're out of town. There's some places we go to, we're more known there than we are here.
Absolutely.
And we can't, like Hilton Head, South Carolina, we can't go to the grocery store without people coming up to us and talk to us.
That 13-mile
13-mile island.
Even go to the grocery store.
I mean, my goodness. We're like, it's unbelievable. We feel like celebrities there.
It's great.
Because we go there all the time now, and it's great.
See, that's cool that y'all say that, because that's when I go to Nashville with our friend group. Our friend group are so good about us sharing each other's stuff, and like creative people helping out creative people. And what you looking for? The music? You hear? It's probably the radio over there. I think that's on mute. I turned this on. I don't know if y'all ever seen. It's called Tales from the Tour Bus.
Oh, I love it.
Oh man, I'm telling you, I've watched it 1,000 times.
It's great.
But when I'm up there, we're so good about sharing each other's stuff. I'll have some random person come up to me and be like, "Man, I sure like your show. I sure like the stuff that you're doing and everything."
That's great.
And it's like, I can't get that at fucking Walmart where I live.
Nope.
And it's
that's
like,
okay.
how is this a thing? Like,
But that's okay.
And it's fine because even
I'm
in
petty.
that moment,
I'm petty. I want
you
it
gotta
too
be
bad.
honest. In that moment, it makes you feel good. That says, you know what, people are listening.
Oh, yeah,
People
exactly.
are paying attention. So even if it's not at home, you're getting the gratification or that encouragement that you need. You know,
And we all need encouragement.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And I mean, it sucks to do a show somewhere and nobody shows up. I mean, or
Oh, I
or
hate that.
whatever.
Yeah.
It's a bad feeling. But then you know, a week later, you have a sold out show and people are everywhere and they think you're the best thing ever. So it's not because you suck or you're the greatest thing ever. It kind of humbles you and puts you in the middle and you're like,
Yeah.
okay.
There's a girl that travels there with us. So we got like this friend group that whether it's Nashville, Texas, wherever we go, it's a bunch of people that are either artists, up and coming artists, or it's social media influencers. And we go everywhere with each other, help each other, do social media and shows like this and everything.
That's great.
And one of the girls that does it with us, her name's Macy. So she just started chasing her dream as being a musician. The girl's good. And during Cinco de Mayo a couple weeks ago, she came down from North Carolina to play a show with these guys that are already pretty decently known here called the Ranch Hands. And this was the first time she had ever played somewhere that wasn't about her. And nobody was singing along to her or whatever. And she's like a little sister to me.
Yeah.
So she comes off stage, and you could even see it on her face. It was where, like, while she was out there playing, she was like, nobody's fucking singing Strawberry Wine with me.
Right. It's
Like,
devastating.
it's like, and I told her when she got off stage, I was like, look, sweetie, I know you don't know this yet, but you're going to have days and nights just like this. You don't sit there and tell them, hey, y'all sing along or y'all come up to the stage or whatever. You don't beg them. And she wasn't really begging, but it just at one point in time, it just seemed like, hey, I'm overdoing it with the crowd to where like y'all or other artists that are more veteran in it had to figure out at some point in time, just like you said, you might have a shit show on a Thursday, sold out on a Friday.
Right. Well, he had to teach me that because
Yeah.
I would. There was like when we first.
You
started
pull your
doing
mic
this-
just a little bit closer to you. There you go.
When we first started doing this together, like he's got a bit more of a resume than I do, and so when I started going into this music thing, I was still a baby, and so I felt like everybody should be on the same page as me. It's like I looked for that. If I didn't hear somebody screaming or somebody yelling great job or somebody wanting to shake my hand at the end of the day or something, people singing along, if I didn't hear that, then I felt like it wasn't good.
Yeah. And I hate that for folks. I hate that it's got to be so discouraging. I've never had to be the guy that's on stage. Like, I'm always the one that is an MC or hosting an event. And usually if I'm up there, I'm already drunk anyway, more than
Yeah.
likely, because I know I don't have to do nothing but one or two punchlines, tell the crowd to either get your ass up there and hang out, or you're not going to.
Right.
Like, I know, just introduce the artist, tell something quick, and then get the hell off. I don't think I could deal with staying up there if it's dead, but I have a lot of respect for the ones that do their job, still put on a hell of a show, and just power through it, because you know that the next day is going to be better.
And you do. You have to try to give the same energy, even though it's impossible. But you have to do the best you can and still be good. And even if she's not, might not have the energy or whatever, she's gonna sing the paint off the walls every
You
time.
can sing
It's
the
not
paint off
gonna.
the
It's not gonna matter. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's always gonna be good. Sometimes it's going to be great.
Yeah.
You know, and so you just have to feel that, because when the audience is giving back to you, that energy, man, it just goes back and forth. And people don't realize that. If the audience sucks, you have a hard time up there doing a good show. Just to be good, not great.
Yeah.
Just, you know what I'm saying?
I had to learn. It was probably last year at some point in time. I'm so used to going to writers' rounds that when I've got like a buddy playing a show or something, whether it's on Broadway or somewhere else in Macon or wherever, like I was starting to get offended by people being disrespectful. Is in my mind.
or just talking.
Yeah, it's just shut the fuck up and listen to the song.
It's a listening room.
Yeah.
Yes, but yeah, but like I had to stop doing that because I get so passionate about the people that I'm going to watch. you're not even. If somebody's sitting next to me at the table and they're being too loud, I'll tell them to shut the hell up, even if they're with us.
I
that's
get it.
fair. I do too.
I had to stop myself because I would be in Cashman's or I'd be somewhere.
They're not listening.
else, and they're not listening.
Yeah.
And like I just want to turn around and slap the shit out the whole bar. And I'm like, why are you not? Especially when somebody plays an original.
Right.
I am big on when somebody plays an original and they're telling a story behind it. We did a show at Live Oak a couple weeks ago. That was a couple months ago. And this woman and her friend, God bless their soul, because I know they listen to the show now. They didn't know who the hell we were before then. They came, they sit in the front row of it, and they're shit-faced. Like, you can tell they did not know they were going to a writer's round. They are fucking plastered. And they would not shut up. And there's a guy, his name's Hunter Mounts. He was up there telling a story about a kid that he went to school with that passed away as a child. And the kid loved the rodeo. And it was like, the song's called like Kindergarten Rodeo Clown or something like that. And it's like a sad-ass song. And they're giggling. And my drunk ass done took too many shots of tequila. And I'm sitting on stage and my mic's off. And I start taking the fucking lime out of where they're on the table and throwing them at them. And I was like, shut the fuck up. And then I have to get on my high horse as soon as that's over. And as soon as that song's over, and I address the crowd, and I'm like, by the way, you're at a writer's round. If somebody's telling you a heartfelt story, please sit there and shut the fuck up. And luckily, the owner and them loved me because anywhere else I would have got, they would have been
like, okay,
you're a dick.
you're harassing our patrons.
A lot of rooms have somebody designated to do that. They'll go to the table and they'll ask, please turn your cell phone off, please. Somebody who's designated to do it. Some places don't, and it makes it really difficult because they kind of expect the songwriters to take control of drunk audience member, and it's not fair to do that to the songwriter.
Well, that's why I think the songwriters that we do stuff with like me so much because I'm not. I'll be like, y'all shut the fuck up. Like, especially if it's my event.
Yeah.
I've seen another one of our buddies. We do a lot of stuff with veteran stuff, veteran mental health awareness, and just veteran foundations. And there was a guy telling a suicide story on stage, and it was the guy who started the organization. And one of my buddies, who I would have never thought in 100 years, this guy's a full-blown professional, not a songwriter, just a really good dude, looks out at the crowd, and it's like, if y'all don't shut the fuck up and listen. And I was like, okay, if it's cool for him to do that, then I think it's okay for me to do it, because people do need to shut up and listen to the stories and everything.
Yeah.
And I get so offended by it, and I don't know why. I guess
I do too. And I think one thing what's hard for me, I don't know about you, but coming from doing listening rooms, and then going and playing what I call a gig, where they're there to get drunk and dance or whatever, and you have that mentality coming from this great songwriter room where you've just told stories, and they're listening and they're clapping and they're just paying attention to your it's so quiet, and then you have to go the next day and do something totally different. That's hard for me, is to switch gears from that, knowing these people don't know who we are, don't care who we are. We're just there to provide some drunk music so they can get out and dance or whatever.
I had somebody break it down to me like at one time.
Well, you have to look at it like that, and it's funny because it's true. And you talking about best friends? Best friends got each other's back. Yeah. Okay. So there's moments where he'll be in that mode, and he'll be like, "They don't fucking care." I get it. I don't give a shit what we play. They don't fucking care.
What's bad about me is I do have a little bit of comedian in me, and I'll just start like harassing people from the microphone because they're drunk anyway.
His MO is I have a microphone. Don't even get it.
I have a mic, and if somebody, heaven forbid, somebody comes up to me and says something to me about play this song, I tipped you this much, you play whatever, Sweet Home Alabama, and man, I got a microphone, I'll say no, that's $100 song. I'll start being a dick, and boy, it's a fine line from when people are paying you to entertain their crowd, and me coming back at them because I feel like I'm a singer-songwriter, bitch. You should
see that. I get it. Trust me.
The flip side of
get
that,
it.
I can be a dick.
Somebody has to be level-headed.
Yeah, that's her.
I'm glad. It ain't ever gonna be me. I'll tell you that. I'm never gonna be the voice of reason.
Well, it's not even, and he'll tell you, it's not even always me. Sometimes I've done it before. We'll be at a gig, and I'll be like, okay, you can sing the rest of the songs. I'm done.
Get aggravated.
I'll walk off.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
But, during break, he'll be like, hey, reel it back in. But that's why you need that person to be like, that's why we are.
It's
wh-
great to
where
have
we
a
are.
partner and not be up there by yourself. Because when you're dealing with all this stuff, sometimes when you got somebody beside you, I start playing a guitar solo, and I have a looper, and sometimes we play dance music. I'll make a beat, and I can just goof off and start looking at her and playing for her, and we just start having a good time together.
it's our
Sometimes
own
we
energy.
do that, and they say forget them, they suck. You know what I mean? We can do that
We
too.
create our own energy. And I tell people that all the time. I'm like, look, it may not be great. It might be good. But guess what? I'm going to play to you in front of 2 people that I would for 200 or 2,000.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Either way, I'm going to give you everything.
Yeah, we're gonna give it
And
all to you.
That's where that line is drawn from that $100 a man to we set the bracket to a different standard.
Yeah, I don't blame you. Yeah, y'all know what y'all are bringing to the table,
You have
and
to
it's
know.
unique and it's good. Absolutely, I can see how you get pissy. I'd see how you have to reel it back in to put on a good show. It'd be hard for me, but that's why the good Lord didn't give me musical talent,
Right.
because I love me some Jamie Johnson, but the stories I've heard about him and Aaron Lewis and stuff about when they get aggravated, leave them the
Yeah.
hell alone. Because that's how passionate they are.
Yeah.
I have a feeling that I'd be the same way, and I would shoot myself in the foot so many places.
Yeah.
I don't think I'd do well with it.
Yeah, and just realizing when you're on an original gig and when you're on a cover gig, they're two different.
Yeah.
Two
Or a
different.
corporate gig. Boy, you really got to humble
Yeah.
yourself at a corporate gig because they're paying you a lot of money.
I just saw. It's
To
funny
do.
you say that. The girl who sings the Tennessee Orange song, the Megan Maroney.
I love that song.
It's pretty good. I've got a really good buddy that plays lead for her. This guy, I have never seen him without blue jeans and a cutoff on, Metallica shirt, something like that. Like that's just what he's always done. And the
Right.
drummer for them too, Eric Pritchard. And they did a show yesterday with her on like Good Morning America or some shit. And they had him in pleated pants
Nice.
with like a button up pearl snap Western wear shirt, long sleeve.
He had
And
to play. He had to play the game.
He had to play the game.
Gotta play the game.
I shared it on Facebook as quick as I could. I said, them boys look sharp as a damn tack. Knowing that the second that was over.
He probably had his
He
cut off
probably
under
He
his
was had to
shirt.
cut off all
He
underneath it.
probably had it underneath.
Riley didn't have that shit on long to save his life.
I love
but
it.
But I used to not get that side of it.
Yeah.
I didn't used to get that sometimes. I still love Cody Johnson and Cody Jinks and Sturgill and all them. And I love the way that they act like they don't sell out. But when you realize everybody, when you get to a point, and it's not really selling out, as I think going along
Yeah.
is more like it.
Yeah.
But when you figure that part out of it, I think you got it a lot easier.
It is because, like, when we do corporate events, like when we played for Volvo in California, I knew I needed to put a jacket on,
Yeah.
and my nice hat. No big deal. I have no problem doing that for big shows. They're paying me enough money to put a jacket on.
Right.
Yeah.
I've got enough sense to do that. It's so I got no problem with it. It's not selling out. It's just dress for the
It's a
show.
game face.
Yeah.
You dress
gotta
for the
put your
show.
game face on. Okay.
You're not gonna go on the basketball court without your shorts and your tank top.
Right.
My daughter was giving me shit about this today, or it might be yesterday. But like, I went to her middle school tryouts yesterday, and had these same jorts on because they were the only thing that was half-ass clean at the house a while ago. And I had on an Ice Cube cutoff that was bleached out or whatever. And I don't even think about it because when I'm home, I dress down. Like I'm
You're
relaxed.
relaxed.
But if you saw me in Nashville or you saw me at a show in Macon or whatever that I'm hosting, I'm full blown trying to look nice. And back in the day, I wouldn't have cared, but appearance would. This is half of it.
It really is.
We were just talking
man.
about it the other day. We were like you mentioned basketball. Like, they have to dress up prior to the game.
Yeah, they wear coat and ties
They have
before
to
the game.
wear suit and tie before the game.
Yeah.
It's an image.
Yeah.
It's an image. But they ain't about to go play the game
Nah.
with no suit and tie on. It's an image. It's how do you want people to view you?
Well, I've even got to where now I used to think that people that wore sunglasses inside, I was like, you're a fucking asshole. Like, why are you wearing sunglasses inside?
Because I'm high. No,
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
No, it is. It,
I would like to wear sunglasses inside all the time.
I never stop wearing them now when I'm out. Like, it doesn't matter where I'm out. I'm going to have a pair of like amber shades or the yellow ones on now. And I've just got so used to it. But it's also, I want to stand out. I want to look like, okay, maybe this guy's something, whether I ain't shit or not. Like, I want to look different than everybody else.
Right.
So I kind of get that. And to be 100% honest, people ask me they don't take pictures with me when I'm sober. Nobody gives a shit about taking a picture with me when I am sober. When I am fucked up, that's when they want a picture. And I swear to God, I look like Forrest Whitaker.
wanna catch
I
you
got a
slipping.
whole droopy ass eye.
yeah, something about the,
They want to catch you slipping.
Yeah, one of my eyes is closed, and like there's a picture of me and John Langston from the Blue Room last year. I started not to post it. Like I started not to because I am. You've never seen a picture of somebody more obviously drunk in their life. I was hammered, and I knew right then I will never go out in public drinking again
Like
without
that.
some sunglasses on. You will not know from my eyes again.
At
You
least
know what?
some
It's
tip.
funny, but people think that way, but it's not always a fact.
Yeah.
For me, where we play up and down the coast, I wear sunglasses, and
Yeah.
you know, people automatically assume. Like I had people when we were coming, they were like, "Hey, where can we get that good stuff?" And I'm like, "What are you talking about?"
yeah.
Like,
They just
what
assume.
do you mean?
Right.
And I was like, I don't have anything. He was like, where can I was like, dude, I have my sunglasses on because all the light shows.
Yeah.
When you're on stage,
That neon messes
and all
with you.
those
Or
lights,
not neon, but the lights will get you.
the lights. I was like, dude, I'm blinded up here.
It's weird. I used to not even know that was a thing. And now after being, because the only place I'm ever really up there for a long period of time is Live Oak. But those lights in your eyes the whole time,
Yeah.
they'll mess with you a little bit.
And I like to connect to the crowd.
Yeah.
So if those lights are blinding me, I do, and it's not being some type of way, but I do ask if they can kind of angle them a certain way. It's like
Yeah.
I can still be visible, but I also want to see who's here.
Yeah.
That's my connection. I do want to see you. I want to see who's in front of me.
Anyway, we met in an open mic.
I was actually going to roll back to that fucking question.
Is that where we started?
Yeah, we started at, I don't know why I've just been watching because I'm trying to, I know where we need to stop at time-wise. And like, I was thinking to myself, all day, we just went 25 minutes and talked about everything besides the question I asked. I was like, this is a great fucking show. Those are the best, like, those are the best shows. Like I told y'all before we start, like my idol in this stuff is Howard Stern. Like I love Howard Stern. Nobody's done the country music version of Howard Stern.
Nobody.
And that's what I want to be. Like I got a long way to go, but that's what I want to be.
But people are so honest and so comfortable in being honest on his new show and how he's reinvented himself.
Yeah.
I really, really like
I did too.
the new Howard Stern and what he's done and how he does it. And you're on your way because it's just making people feel comfortable and just being themselves.
That's the
Right.
best compliment I think you
Yeah.
can ever get if you do what I do. Like I just want people to be able to come in here, talk about their life, talk about whatever you want to talk about, and just be comfortable.
Yeah.
Exactly. Y'all, I got on a onesie and some flip
No.
flops.
What's fucked up is there's been people in here with onesies and flip flops. If you
I told you, baby, I could have did it.
You could have did it.
if
honey.
y'all ever want to have a hell of a time with this, we do these things. They're drunk shows, and it is where you will have 7 or 8 songwriters or whoever in here, and we will start off. One of my favorite things to do is, as much as I love hearing originals, I like to ask the artist, hey, play the song that made you want to be an artist.
Oh, that's good.
Like, play us that. And then what happens is it snowballs from one artist doing it to, oh, by the way, because to me, music to y'all has become a job. And like to get reminded every once in a while that it's also a passion and you love it or whatever.
You have
and when
to.
you're surrounded by folks like that, we've had shows where it was supposed to be, hey, we're going to play a couple originals and all that kind of shit. Not a single fucking original was played in 4-hour show.
Yeah.
Except for like the deep cut, like the deep stuff, the sad. I wrote this one because my pawpaw died or something like that.
I've never recorded this
Yeah,
one.
yeah,
I've
like
just
that.
been holding on to it.
Man, you get some good shit when that happens. But like it'll turn into a whole George Jones set, like just from everybody, or some stuff like that, some Earl Thomas Conley and shit.
That's cool.
And man, I'm telling you, it is so much fun. But when we do the next one like that here, when we got
invite
artists
us.
down, man, y'all come down. You will never be more comfortable in our room and have more fun. And we talk the most shit to each other, especially when somebody messes up a song. Like I thought that was.
I'm sure it happens.
I thought that was your fave. I thought you knew the fucking word.
Yeah.
It was always hilarious when somebody's just bragging on us. I think one of my buddies, I think it was Justin. And you go. You need to.
I need to hit that.
It's right here. Let's go ahead.
Y'all can keep it going. With it.
Okay. Yeah, don't ever be scared to get up and just go. I promise you, I got to piss. I'm just gonna be like, y'all talk and get the hell up. But one of my buddies, he was doing Where the Corn Don't Grow, and he talked 5 minutes about this song and what he meant to him. And the second the son of a bitch started playing, got through the first verse, couldn't remember the second one.
Growing a business brings pressure. Staying compliant and retaining top talent in challenging times. You feel stretched thin. Fortunately, there's Insperity. They put over 35 years of HR service and technology to work, offering my employees competitive benefit options while lightening my HR load. Engaged people empowered to be their best means overcoming obstacles. With Insperity, nothing seems impossible. Insperity, HR that makes a difference.
Then messed up the chorus when he was doing it. And I tell you, we gave that boy shit. It's like it must not have meant too much to you.
It does. It does. It happens. Okay, you have to see it from a musician standpoint or an artist standpoint. When you're doing your own songs, it's one thing. And even when you got that one that you wrote a long time ago, and then it was meaningful to you at that point, and you just like, oh, I remember that one time. But the verses, you did them all out of order, or the chorus was messed up, or whatever. But when you learn somebody else's song, it's like that.
Hey,
that says something to me.
Will you hit the light in the bathroom? That fan is loud as hell. It'll sound like a helicopter in the background.
Like that song said something to me.
Yeah.
But it was probably that one line.
Yeah.
I forgot all the rest of them, but it was that one liner that just came to me, or the chorus spoke to me. It was just. You can't count them out on that one.
I'm the worst about that, like asking people to play shit, because in my mind it's like, that's my favorite song of yours. How don't you know? I got this guy named Trey Landon that's from South Georgia that lives in Nashville now, and we've known him. Hell, me and him have probably been friends 10 years before he ever moved to Nashville. And he's got this song. It's called Puppy Dog. He's never recorded it, never done nothing to it, and it's the most Keith Whitley ass song I've ever heard. It's not Keith Whitley. And he will tell you, he's like, I'll try it. And he fucks it up every time. But it's like great how he messes it up. But he also reminds us, he's like, I wrote that fucking 10 years ago.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't remember.
Yeah, man. If you don't do a song every night,
regularly,
you forget it. It's just the way it is.
Well, tell everybody a little bit how, besides y'all met at the
open mic.
Oh, okay. I got this.
Like how y'all came together and did music, everything. And we'll play a couple songs.
So I'm gonna give you my version. He has a different version. I don't know how yours comes out, but we met at the Hummingbird. I hosted an open mic night there, and I did Tennessee Whiskey, and he came and sang the harmonies and played guitar alongside of me. And I was like, oh, hello. he knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm going into details. I am. He's a bearded man, and I asked him, I said, look, can I braid your beard? He said, no, I don't like people touching me.
The same way.
So check this out, ladies. Here you go. You don't take no for an answer. I said, I'm gonna
Yes,
braid
you
your
do,
beard.
ladies. Don't be touching my beard. I'm a married man. Go ahead. Don't tell them not taking no for an answer. I'm your husband. Yeah. Go ahead. I'm
Smart
sorry.
man.
So-
That is a smart man.
Yeah.
So anyway, I braided his beard, and I have the picture to prove it. That was the night we met, and we have been inseparable ever since.
How long ago was that?
2017?
Somewhere in there.
Yeah, 2017.
That's cool.
It was January the 2nd. It was after New Year's. So I met him at the beginning of the year. We were married by the end of the year.
Hell
November
yeah.
28th.
That's right.
When did y'all start playing together?
Almost immediately.
Almost
Immediately?
Yeah.
Almost immediately.
I bet, and it's got to be like a cool. I'll never get to experience this because I can't sing. But I bet when y'all's harmonies, like when y'all started harmonizing with each other, you're like, okay, there's something special
It was
here.
amazing.
Yeah, I
Oh,
bet it
that's-
was.
There's a
That was-
chemistry there.
that was
We
the first
knew.
thing we noticed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got a buddy and a girl that's going through the same shit right now, and both of them, I hope it works for them. And they're like in the baby stages of it.
Yeah.
But she was sitting right where you were sitting a couple days ago, when we recorded an episode with her, and she was talking about, I just feel comfortable on stage. I've never felt more comfortable on stage than I do with this person, and everything just lines up so good with them. And I was like,
It's happening.
yeah, I was like, I know what's going on here.
It could be.
It's
It goes the other way a lot.
Yeah.
It probably goes the opposite way more than not, because, musicians try to, you meet and you I don't know. Sometimes it works. Sometimes
I
it
didn't
doesn't.
realize how difficult it was to navigate a relationship in entertainment or music and anything until the past 2 years.
Yeah.
Between jealousy and just bullshit and everything,
man.
like it's got to be kind of a relief for y'all two that both of you are chasing the same thing.
Yeah, and we're a
It
team.
is. We're a team.
That
Yeah.
makes it's not like I'm chasing my solo career,
Yeah.
she's chasing her solo career. Then it might be difficult because
Yeah.
then we're competing for time and energy, and you're gone all the time and I'm gone all the time. So we're on the same team, competing for the same. You're not competing, working for the same goal and same dream.
That's cool. I've seen a lot. I haven't seen the opposite side of it, but I've seen a lot of men that are on the road all the time, and they just catch a lot of shit from their old ladies or whatever. And I could never deal with that. Like I couldn't, because like what I want, I'm so passionate about, and I hate that people are like that. So I love to see the fact that both of y'all are just like are so good and vibe so good together, and
You
like
have to have
it's working
that.
for a common goal,
Thank
Right.
you. You have
Thank
to
you.
have that.
and it
When-
shows on stage, by the way.
Yeah.
Does
Like,
it?
oh hell yes,
No, I do. I tell people all the time, I'm like, he's my security blanket.
yeah.
There are times, because he does do like the duo loop shows sometimes, that he'll so leave and he'll be like, I didn't know pee. Sorry, babe.
It's true. it's true. I'll look for a song.
then
that,
he'll find a
I'll
song
find
that he
some
can loop.
song that
Yeah.
I can. I'll take the loop pedal and I'll loop it and
Loop
I'll
it. And then he'll
see you
leave.
later. I gotta go.
He'll leave. But this is how dependent I am on him, is because when he leaves, it takes a part of me, like
Yeah.
with him. And it's weird because I can't do the show how I would. And then he's just going around the corner. But that's just how much I need him on stage with me.
The same with me. If she takes off and goes to the bathroom or whatever, same thing. I'm like, where's that harmony? Where's it's not there. So
Yep.
it's the
You
same
look
way.
for certain
you
things.
start.
You're used to having this every
Yeah,
night.
you
You're used
expect
to
it.
this song going this way. You're used
Yeah.
to, and he's my security blanket. I need him there.
That's so cool. Yeah, the harmonies, by the way, that was the first thing. Like, I don't even know what we were supposed to be doing that night, but I remember I was not leaving until y'all were done. Like, it was just, I didn't understand why y'all were playing there. Like, it's one of those things to where I love Ron, I love Cashman's or whatever, but up to that point, I'd only seen like certain types of artists play there. And I was impressed by some, but none that I was ever just like, I'm going to sit here and not go to another bar just to listen to them. And y'all just, between the harmonies and your song choices and everything.
That was 2 or 3 years ago, wasn't it? Because
Nah, it was last year.
was it?
Was it? Was
Yeah.
it last time we played? It might have been last year. Yeah, wait. It was last year.
I'm surprised that we were.
It was last year.
Yeah, I think Cashman's was last year.
We must have just.
Unless I know I've drank a lot the past 2
No,
years.
it was last year.
Okay, because we
You
haven't
scared
played-
the shit out of me over here.
Yeah.
It was
We
like,
have-
look, our time run.
Must have, I think
Yeah.
it may have been the one time we played there
Yeah.
last year. We played there once.
Well, it was good.
Thank
We
you.
appreciate it.
Speaking of that, you want to play a couple songs for him?
Yeah, we can. We can play some George Jones or something. I'm just kidding.
Oh, you can. Hey.
I'm just
Oh, shit.
no, we're gonna play our music.
Yeah.
It ain't one of them drunk nights.
Yeah. Y'all can do whatever you want. That's the thing. Like we've got about 20 minutes left on this one. Maybe even we probably can do longer than that if we need to. There's no rush on it. But y'all play what y'all want. Because my thing is I want if there's a chance that there's a listener that hasn't got to hear y'all yet, I don't want them to I want them to get as much as views as they can. So
Gotcha.
don't feel like you're limited to 3. Don't feel like you got to do 3. Just do whatever y'all are comfortable with and tell them about it and just have fun with it. That's the most important part.
All right, so we have a 45-minute set. Wait, no, I'm just kidding.
Somebody better get me a fucking beer then. I'm down. Gracie, you're driving home.
Call an Uber. Y'all got Ubers?
Hell no. You see this shitty town when you came in here? God bless them. They still read the Bible on the courthouse lawn, but they ain't got no fucking food you need to eat here, and they ain't got no Ubers.
Man, y'all got a Walmart.
Y'all got a Walmart. We saw
Have
it
you seen
on
it?
our drive-in. No, we ain't seen it.
Our Walmart is literally the size of a Dollar General. We got the smallest Walmart on the planet. Like it's ridiculous. I don't know how it's so small.
It's a Dollar General.
That's what it might as well fucking be.
I can't.
Can you hear that? It's hard to sing when you're staring at Mike Tyson.
When I first started the studio, I needed some eyes on me, and like I picked Dennis Rodman, Mike Tyson, Joe Rogan, and Howard Stern because I wanted to be like honest with myself when I was doing this, and I knew like if I was sitting here across from somebody and I thought they were full of shit, or I didn't like what they was doing, or if I needed to get emotional or dive deep into somebody, I was like, these 4. And I had a Richard Pryor one at one point in time. I don't know what. I love fucking Richard Pryor.
Me too.
But like I knew that them staring back at me, it'd be like if I had that moment to where like, should I say this or shouldn't I? It's like, what would Mike Tyson do? Like I'm gonna say some shit. Why not?
That's fair. Somebody's got to keep you in check.
Absolutely. So what y'all gonna do first?
We're going to do a song called Ride With You. It's, of course, everything we're going to do is original. It's our music, the Bozwellz. And we're on Spotify and Apple Music and all the streaming platforms. YouTube if you're cheap.
I'm surprised he didn't go to MySpace and AOL. Like,
That's good.
that's his thing. He likes to tell people, you can find us on MySpace. I'm like, who knows?
Hey, if you're on MySpace, come on. Say.
You're better than most of the people that's sitting where you're sitting because they're gonna say go to Pornhub or some other bullshit. They're gonna say some bullshit.
Well, I know.
I appreciate you keeping it to MySpace and AOL.
Right?
It's not a problem. I usually say, come on and stop by Grindr, make sure you swipe right.
Yeah. Absolutely.
You know, this is why he needs a second half.
We could fly to Peru, stay in a fancy hotel room.
We could rocket to the moon and come back down to earth again.
We could see all the shows, maybe a cruise to Barbados.
We could climb up top Mount Everest, join a circus caravan.
I don't care where this old road called life takes us, as long as I ride with you. We could travel the coast and we'd jump from boat to boat.
We could bungee in New Zealand, deep dive to the ocean floor.
We could share a stage with Shelton, maybe talk with Willie Nelson.
We could sell out big arenas, the whole world is at our door.
I don't care where this old road called life takes us, as long as I ride with you.
You put on your black suit,
And you slipped on your white dress.
we said our I do's, and I became your old missus.
It felt like heaven. We could launch into space, follow you anytime, any place.
Maybe you're the only reason God sent me here on this earth.
I don't care where this old road called life takes us.
I don't care where this old road called life takes us.
I don't care where this old road called life takes us, as long as I ride with you. As long as I ride with you.
Absolutely. That is solid. Y'all's harmonies are so stupidly good. It's so like I don't want this to come off bad. It's so sexy that it's stupid. It's silky. It is so silky.
Silky, sexy, stupid.
Silky, sexy, stupid. All the three S's.
Right here. Josh Terry told us. Quote him. Put it in the press release.
There you go. Hey, that needs to be like the next album. The name of the next album. Silky, sexy, stupid. That is so good.
Thanks,
Thank
man.
you.
And it's effortless. That's what I love about a lot of artists that we have around is it's almost like y'all wasn't even trying and it sounded that good.
We were trying.
Well, I like it.
That song actually stemmed from
It was a Nashville
a
trip.
Nashville trip.
No shit.
Yep.
That's cool.
We took a Nashville trip and we went down to Broadway and tried to have a drink at every bar on Broadway.
That's impossible.
Yeah, no shit.
Especially when
in
you're
case-
not drinking beer.
And
Yeah.
thank God for that mellow mushroom.
Yeah.
I'm big on like everybody's big on it. I don't know why I said the lyrics of a song or whatever, but I really like the one in there. Put on your black suit, and I put on the white dress line.
Oh, nice.
That's smooth.
Yeah.
That
you.
is smooth.
Well, we haven't even put that one out yet. So.
Oh, really?
Yep. That's
I thought I saw that one on YouTube earlier.
if it's on YouTube, you
It
saw
was,
it on a
Couch
show,
Country.
Okay.
a radio show. Because the only place we've been doing is just trying them out, putting it out there, letting
That's
That's what we try to do is get response
Yeah.
before we put them out and see how they're doing.
Yeah.
But I think this one's going to wind up.
That one's good.
Yeah, we're
that's
trying
the
to find
one
the
we've
market
done.
for it, which I guess
Well,
Americana
I
is
don't
going
know.
to be on.
I don't know if you know this, but there's a lot of artists now that aren't even like they'll put a verse or the chorus on TikTok or
TikTok,
Instagram,
right.
whatever, not even have the rest of the song wrote.
Yeah.
They'll just do that, and if there is some good positive feedback,
write it.
then they'll go back and write the rest of it.
the song.
And it's like, you cheating son of a bitch. Like, I don't like that at all. Like that one don't really
Like, y'all
vibe
told
with me.
That's a hit. Okay.
Okay, now let me finish writing it.
Yep, that's a good plan. Sad thing though nowadays is people get a big TikTok following or whatever, and then they're at a show and people come see them, and the audience only knows that 15 seconds.
Yeah.
and they kind of check out after that. It's like
Well,
they don't know anything else about the song and don't care about
the
it.
problem that a lot of folks have had too is they've never performed. It's okay to do it behind a screen, but I've seen several that get out there and just freeze. And there's a couple in particular that has such a big following. They're like, I'm gonna try country music. I hate that. I fucking despise it. Like, you wasn't doing it before, but now because you have a following, now you want to try it.
Yeah.
There's a couple when it's just like, this is fucking trash. Like, but also, I'm so opinionated.
I don't disagree with you in that aspect only because I grew up with all types of music.
Yeah.
So, one side of the family be listening to this and this side of it, but my mom liked country music. My grandfather played country music. And he was supposed to be the first African-American country western artist to play at Capricorn Studios.
Oh, that's cool.
But he ended up passing.
Oh, I'm
before he
sorry.
got to play there. I was 3 years old.
All right.
I take that, but that's what I came from. I come from a long line of singers and artists. But what I took from country, just growing up listening to country, is the fact that it tells a story.
Yeah.
You have to have a story to tell. You can't make it up. It does not come across the same.
Yeah.
You just can't.
Ed Sheeran this week. I like Ed Sheeran. He did a song with Luke Combs at CMAs, whatever the hell it was. And Ed said, I'm going to do a country album now just because I love the storytelling so much. There's something different about the songwriting and stuff in country music.
Oh, no doubt about it.
It's heartfelt.
Yeah.
It's not something I just said, okay, I'm just going to do this today.
Well, I always try to put it to folks like this. It's a way of life to a bunch of us. So when you actually hear somebody singing about the actual way you were raised, the life you live now,
It's a connection.
Yeah.
It is.
I definitely love that. You over there just turning me on with that. I'm just letting you know. That right there. I can listen to that shit all day.
You said you like the blues. And
Oh, absolutely.
You want to know the story
we do
behind it?
blues.
Yeah,
too.
yeah. Hell yeah, I do. That's what we're doing this for.
Well, I was supposed to play for the governor, Georgia. Got asked to do Georgia on My Mind. It's a song I do. And I don't know how he found out about it or saw something. I don't know what it was. But anyway. And I got the brilliant idea that I was going to do my Georgia song, which is a blues song called Peach State of Mind, which is what I'm playing right now. And I showed up to the governor's, whatever it was, the governor's ball. I don't remember what it was for, but they said, here comes Dwayne Boswell to do the state song, which is Georgia on My Mind.
Oh, I'm gonna love you. I already know where this is going.
And this is what I did instead of Ray Charles's Georgia on My Mind. I did the Boswell's Peach State of Mind. I've been living in a peach state of mind. I've been living in a peach state of mind. Ain't no other place compares, at least not none that I can find. Homegrown in Georgia, a place I know so well. Homegrown in Georgia, a place I know so well. 'Cause I love those Georgia peaches.
That's me.
And those pretty little southern bells. That's why I stay, why I stay, why I stay in a peach state of mind. That's why I stay, why I stay, why I stay in a peach state of mind. Oh yeah. 'Cause I get pretty homesick, mama. Georgia pines. Yes, I do. Can I play a little bit for you? I might travel the world for most of my days. Yeah. I might travel the world for most of my days. But when I'm laid to rest, I wanna be laid. I wanna be laid. I wanna be laid. I wanna be laid. Yeah, yeah, in that red Georgia clay. Oh yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You know how much child support I would owe if I could do that. Jesus. Man, you know just how to work it, boy. Hell yes.
And needless to say, the old governor never asked me back.
Well, I've been kicked out of better places, you know?
Yeah, it's Georgia.
Holy shit. Oh,
I mean, how you deny something like that?
I don't know how.
Well, see, I thought they were just going to throw Ray Charles' song away and put mine in, but
Hell, they might.
well, maybe we need a new governor. Who knows?
Probably. I've had the folks that were running for office last year in here, and there's some that are really cool, and there's some that's just like, well, we could do without you. Yeah, we could do without you.
For real.
But thank you to the Senate for giving me what y'all gave me and acknowledging me.
Oh, look at that.
Y'all are awesome. Y'all are awesome. Y'all,
appreciate you.
y'all are not the ones I'm speaking of right now.
Yeah.
You're absolutely wonderful.
Yeah, that's has nothing to do with the governor.
Yeah, he didn't sign it. Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's why I can talk shit a little bit.
This is when you want it to be a video podcast, so we can put all this stuff up.
Yeah.
I guess you still could if you want to have a lot of editing, but
Yeah. Well, that's the one thing about the show. I don't edit at all.
you just put it up.
I just
Wait,
put it
guys.
up, man. I just
That's
let it.
great.
Well, the thing is like, I want it to be where the listener feels like they're here with us.
Yeah.
And if you start editing it and making it too clean or
Yeah.
taking out shit or whatever, it takes
Yeah.
the originality. It takes the raw out of it.
It does.
Man, and who wants to? You can go listen to that shit on radio.
Yep.
I want it to be raw, rough. I want it to be something that when they listen to, they could only hear it
That's
here.
great. I think that's what I like about Joe Rogan's.
Oh, absolutely.
It might be 3-4 hours. You just don't know, and it don't matter. And who cares? I mean, what are,
If
the,
you're
spon-
being-
what are the sponsors going to do? Pull out?
No, if you're being, well, see, like I always set it up with somebody if they're coming in and be like, hey, let's do at least an hour. And if the conversation's going good, let it keep going. Like I don't have a time limit on it. It's like y'all are awesome. I could talk to y'all all day.
Yeah, I'm having fun too.
Yeah, but like you get some folks,
Yeah.
man, and it's usually the folks that have a big social media following too. It always tickles me. They are good in one aspect of that behind the camera shit, but then you put them in front of a mic, and then you're telling them you got to be original on the spot
Right.
and just conversate. Oh, you find out real quick why it takes some of these folks so long to edit videos and everything else. And
Well, I mean, look at look at actors and talk shows. A lot of times actors are horrible.
Oh, absolutely.
On talk shows. They don't know what to do, and you put a stand-up comedian, and they're just great because they know how to talk for the most part.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of like stand-up comedians about all my social media
I love it.
Yeah, I'm a big Tom Segura guy,
Oh,
and Bert Kreischer, or I can't even say his last name right, Kreischer, and Rogan especially. Chappelle is like,
He's the king, man.
yeah. Well, to me, Richard Pryor is 1A and Dave Chappelle is 1B.
Dave Chappelle is a different breed altogether. He is a storyteller. He is, he's a voice of a generation. He's something. He's more than everybody else, in my opinion.
They're the only two that I've ever seen that can take a taboo subject or whatever they're talking about and not only make you laugh but make you think.
Yeah.
Like they can make you learn a lesson.
Always.
Yeah, and it's just like
Chappelle's he's the king of it, man. To be able to get up and talk about the subjects he talks about and never have a backlash from it. I mean, of course, he has one from transvestites a little bit.
Yeah.
But, you know.
Oh, I don't care. I call them Transformers here. I don't give a fuck.
Transformers.
Yeah, it doesn't. But to me, I don't care who you are, what you do with that aspect of your life behind closed doors. As long as you're not being a dick to me, I really don't care. But don't tell me that I have to believe in what you believe in, or vice versa. You don't have to have my beliefs. Why can't we all just respect each other?
That's right.
And realize we're just different walks of life.
That's true.
That's it.
And I think that's where like Chappelle and some of these other well-known celebrities have stuck their foot in their mouth because they haven't realized that their opinion is just as valuable as these other folks. And you don't have to bow down to no fucking body. I haven't yet. The day's coming to where somebody's gonna be like, "You need to apologize," and I'm gonna tell them they need to kiss my ass.
Yeah.
My opinion is my opinion.
That's what a free country is for.
Freedom of speech is
Until-
up there for a reason.
Yeah, until China takes us over here in the next couple of years, I'm gonna still say what the fuck I want to.
Lord, I hope not. I hope not. And I want to keep our paper money.
Stay
Oh, absolutely.
That's it. That's my political statement right there.
There you go. I like it. Me and you
Keep
get
our
along
paper
just
money.
fine.
Keep our paper money.
Yeah, that one world currency is going to be the death of everybody.
We don't need it.
Right? I need to see my $100 tips coming in.
Absolutely.
Yeah, some of us don't work straight for. We need some cash. You know what I'm saying? To get on that pole, I want my money.
I wish I could make some money on a fucking pole. They'd pay me to put it back on. Oh.
Well, we got one more to do.
Baby,
How about
you can
that?
take it off all day long. I'm here for it.
I love you too so fucking much. Y'all fit in just perfect.
All right, you want to do this song? You want to tell the intro to this?
Yeah, I'll tell it. IDC came from
What is this song called? IDC?
IDC.
Okay.
All right, for all the old folks that don't know, the abbreviations is I don't care.
You had me confused for a minute.
Yeah, I don't care, IDC. And it came from a standpoint of not wanting to be heartbroken.
Okay.
So it's not a heartbreak song. It's a song that says, I put myself back together and I don't need you. But it was prior to Mr. Dwayne Boswell here.
It's prior to me.
Yeah.
That's a relief.
Y'all are
Because
fucking
I
awesome.
do need him.
Aww.
I love him. I need him.
And I love you.
You better.
Well, I'm going to go play in traffic now because I'm single at 35. I appreciate it.
Dodge on the black cars. No,
I didn't see no traffic outside, bro.
I'm going to find the only truck that's coming down Peacock Street and just be like playing chicken with it.
yours is coming.
Hey, I don't rush. I've never been married. I'm waiting on what I got. I'm a hopeless romantic. I'm a dickhead, but I'm a hopeless romantic.
That was me. I've never been married before. When I said, you know what? When I did it, I was going to do it right.
Yep.
And if it didn't work, I'd never do it again. But
I am
lucky
right there
for
with
me,
you.
it worked.
Well, it's obvious. It's radiating in the studio right
Don't look for it.
This studio is so used to whiskey and sadness and right now
Here's the
lonely.
key. Here's the key. Like he said, you don't look for it.
Oh yeah, you let it be generic.
You
That's
just
yeah.
do what you do. You be you. And when it's time, you'll know.
Absolutely.
That person will come across your path, and it'll come through like a bolt of lightning.
Absolutely.
All right, here we go. You used to be my Novocaine. My body go numb and my knees get weak. Oh yeah, yeah. But now I've overcame. Don't have that effect that you used to on me. Oh no, no. You used to be my number one. Whatever you wanted, the job got done. Oh yeah. But now the job is done. You can believe that you have won. Oh, I don't care. No, I don't care no more. No, I don't care. Oh no, 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 no. No, I don't care no more. No, no, no. You used to be my ace boom coon. Running the streets and breaking the rules. Oh, you used to be my best friend. Can't help but to think that this is the end. Oh, I don't care. No, I don't care no more. No, I don't care. Oh no, 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 no. No, I don't care no more. No, yeah. 'Cause you used me for the last time. Yeah, 'cause you used me for the last time. Oh, I don't care about our pastime. Oh, no, 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 no. 'Cause you used me for the last time. Oh, I don't care. No, 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 no. No, I don't care no more. No, I don't care. No, 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 no. No, I don't care no more. No, I don't care. No, I don't care no more. No, I don't care. Oh no, 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 no. No, I don't care no more. No, 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 no.
Shit. Woo! Will y'all do one? So I got a good clip of something to tease the show with, if you don't mind. I bet y'all can guess what I'm gonna ask y'all to
What's
do,
that?
and it's I want to hear y'all do Tennessee whiskey, but it's a good clip, and it's not. By the way, I like the George Jones version better, but I know the one that y'all do, and it's so fucking good. All the originals are really, really good.
Okay.
I really like them. I just want something for clickbait.
All right.
If that's cool
You
with
want us to
y'all.
do just do the first chorus?
Yeah, y'all don't have to do the whole thing.
Let's do the first chorus and harmony. Okay.
You're as smooth as Tennessee whiskey. You're a glass of brandy. Honey, I stay strong on your love all the time.
And that's what you call clickbait, so they'll listen to the original.
Yeah.
We will tease the shit out of that. I just want to tell y'all thank you so much for coming to hang out for a little bit.
Thank you for having us.
Do y'all have like just a couple dates in your mind that are coming up that y'all have shows or where they're at?
We have a big show in Dublin, Georgia, Saturday. I don't know if this is going to air before.
Oh yeah, it's coming
Saturday,
out tonight
May-
or in the morning. I don't
Okay.
edit. I don't.
Nice.
That's why I wanted y'all to drop
May
the Crawfish
20th?
Festival.
Yeah,
Crawfish
that's
Festival.
it. May 20th,
We're,
Crawfish Fest.
We're doing 90 minutes at 5 o'clock or 5:30. So get there at 5. And it's full band with the horn section. It's going to be a really rockin', jammin', funky New Orleans type vibe. It's going to be
Yeah.
fun. So that's the most recent thing we have. And then we'll be, the next week we'll be in the Charleston area, Folly Beach, and
But y'all probably list all your
All that
dates on your Instagram and
Yeah.
all that
Yeah,
kind
we
of stuff,
do.
right?
follow us at the Bozwellz, BOZWELLZ, at the Bozwellz. Follow us, and we'll be coming to your city if you're on the East Coast, and we'll be back on the West Coast, I think in August or so. So
Well, I know Saturday we're gonna come watch out the Crawfish Festival
Come on,
already.
hang out with us.
Don't think I won't. I can drink Saturday too. I won't have a
Come
kid.
on in.
Yeah, my asshole kid will be with her mom, so that's fine. I'll cut
Hey
loose,
now,
have a
hey
good time with
now.
it. Oh,
Watch
she knows.
it.
sweet.
She
Watch it.
To me, she was very, very
Watch
sweet.
it.
trust me, she is. She's an amazing kid. But let me tell you, when I say I'm getting exactly what I deserve, I'm getting exactly what I deserve.
We are too.
She's super smart. She's everything but that fucking mouth. But I can't even get
I
mad
wonder-
about it
but
because I
I
got
wonder-
the same damn thing.
But I wonder where she gets it.
Oh, she got it fair.
That part right
She-
there.
I'm a smart ass that her mama's got anger issues. I'm screwed. But thank y'all so much. And
Thank you for having us.
Anytime, man. I
Enjoy
want y'all
your
to come
show.
back and jam with us all anytime that everybody's here.
Yeah.
Y'all would be a great addition to those shows.
That'd be fun.
Thank you.
We look forward to it.
Well, cool. Well, thank y'all. And thank each and every one of y'all for listening to the Josh Terry podcast. We will check y'all later.